Hi, I'm Joanne Miller-Eisman.
And I'm Harley Eisman. We're co-founders of the Hereditary Breast and Ovarian Cancer Foundation. Welcome to HBOC's 5th annual gala at Cinema Guzzo.
We have been so very fortunate that for 5 straight years, Mr. Vince Guzzo and the entire Guzzo team have welcomed us into this theater to host this event. With their help, we have raised near $750,000, and we thank them greatly for their generosity.
What you're experiencing this evening is the culmination of a year's hard work by over 40 men and women. This year, our ABLE team is led by Elise Eisman. Watching Elise over the past year, it is clear that for her, this is a labor of love, and this cause is quite close to her heart. On your behalf, we thank her and our committee of volunteers for the great efforts that they've put in putting this evening together.
Another person that we would like to thank is Heidi Berger. Heidi has produced a short HBOC documentary that you will see in a couple of moments. She has been doing this for many years for this charity, and the work that she has put in has been tremendously appreciated.
I have to say, it has been an absolute privilege and pleasure to work with the HBOC committee this year. The 40-plus men and women who have devoted countless hours and their personal and professional resources in making sure this evening is a success. I look forward to each and every meeting that was held over the last 7 months. So to them, I give a huge thank you, and you really have become part of the HBOC family. Another huge part of the HBOC family is our corporate sponsors. They have also given their time and their resources to make sure this evening is a huge success. And to you, our guests. Some have been with us since the beginning, and some are new. I want to take this opportunity and thank you and welcome you as well to the HBOC family. I hope you enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to welcome you to what has become one of the most sought-after cancer fundraiser events of the year. Cinema Guzzo is both privileged and honored to be associated with the HBOC. Cancer research isn't only a doctor's issue. It actually concerns us all, and we should, as you are all doing tonight, actively participate in helping to find a cure. Once again, I'd like to thank you for your presence and involvement tonight.
This year is a very special year because it marks the 5th year anniversary for HBOC, and personally it marks 5 years ago that my sister Marla died. And it's hard to believe it's been that long.
Everyone loved Marla. Everybody wanted to be close to her, and she touched the lives of many, many people.
My mother was the type of person who was a very strong-willed lady. She constantly strove to help people, to find better ways to help me, to make me happier. She wanted people to be aware of her story, of what happened to her, and how it can happen to anybody.
I remember the day when Joanne came home to Marla's house to tell us that she also had the gene. And Marla said, "I just don't understand. How come we never knew about this BRCA gene?" And this was in the beginning of the foundation. She screamed out and said, "We have to do something about this."
The only thing we could come up with was to start a charity and start raising money and raising awareness and getting doctors to work on this so that our children would have better options than we have today.
My mother would be very proud to know that I have answers to certain questions. Where do I go? How do I help myself if I do get sick?
She would be so proud of us. She just wouldn't believe that all of you are here after something that was just an idea that came to her in a time of need.
Before Marla died, her last words to me were, "Mom, I know you love my children as much as I do. You know them as well as I do. Take care of them."
In the quest to isolate the genes responsible for hereditary breast and ovarian cancer, researchers discovered two genes, BRCA1 and BRCA2. These genes preserve the integrity of our genetic code. If a mutation in one of the genes occurs, the code is broken. The broken code often results in uncontrollable cell growth, the hallmark of cancer. The BRCA gene mutation can be passed on from either the mother or the father. Children have a 50% chance of inheriting the gene, and their children will have a 50% chance, and so on.
In 2003, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I was tested, my mother and Jana, my daughter, and we all tested positive for the BRCA2 gene.
If you're a woman and you're found to carry the BRCA gene, your lifetime risk of breast cancer is in the order of 90%, and your lifetime risk of ovarian cancer can be as high as 60 to 75%. Since the commonly associated cancers with the BRCA gene are breast and ovarian cancer, individuals still think that males cannot carry the BRCA gene. The male may transmit the gene to their female offspring or their male offspring.
I am a carrier of this. I have 3 wonderful children who, after being tested, are carriers of it. I am blessed with 6 grandchildren who, of course, later on, when they reach a certain age of puberty, they will be tested.
It's of vital importance that when people think of their family history, they think of both the father's side and the mother's side in terms of assessing their risk for carrying the BRCA gene.
Yes, it is a relief for me to know that I have the gene because I feel that there's something I could do about it, as opposed to the general population who, of course, is still at risk for breast cancer, who aren't going to be followed and monitored and screened as closely as I am. So I feel like I'm ahead of the game. I would like to see more options available in the future for my daughter because she has a 50% chance of carrying the gene as well.
Over the past 5 funding cycles, the foundation has been successful in raising about $750,000. Much of that money has been spent in awareness programs, in organizing the 2 international symposia, in supporting local individuals such as a clinical care coordinator to help with the care of Montreal-based patients.
The money that we're raising has done so much. I hear of people in the community, I hear of more awareness, I hear of more people who want to find out their family histories.
We've also noticed Canadian and North American heightened awareness for the BRCA issue. I think that's due to individuals speaking out and showing the public that it's okay to talk about genes, it's okay to talk about cancer risk.
There's no doubt in my mind that had I been tested for the BRCA gene in the year 2000, I would not have gotten this cancer.
My mother believed that knowledge is power. She discussed her illness openly and publicly.
She knew that she wasn't going to beat the disease, but she was going to fight it and put up a good fight. But it was all about helping others. What the Hboc Foundation is doing now is very important in educating everybody and making everybody aware of what's out there, because had we known this 20 years ago, I think my mother would still be around now.
We have such a strong family history of BRCA, being that I'm BRCA positive, my brother and my sister as well.
There are many things that mothers and daughters should share. Chemotherapy is definitely not one of them. The only thing that I can hope for is that by the time my grandchildren grow up, there will be a cure for this disease.
10 days before she died, she said, you know, your father's gonna need you a lot more now. So please make sure you're there for him. And it was never about her. She was a great, great lady.
This year marks an anniversary of sorts. It's our 5th anniversary. For us, it's really a testament to the volunteers and the people who work for the foundation, with the foundation.
Without this organization, I would probably be a basket case, knowing that I would be alone, having the gene and not knowing where to turn to for support.
We have gone such a long way, and people have been so much more generous than we ever expected.
The red carpet event is a wonderful thing. It brings people together.
If my mother was here tonight, she would look into the crowd and see all the people that came here in support of the foundation. She would be very proud of all that has been accomplished.
I don't usually volunteer for very many organizations, but being a carrier of the gene myself, I wanted to devote my time to this very important organization.
The foundation's success is really attributed to the amazing group of volunteers who put so much time and effort into this event. These people come out, they're our friends, they're our family, and they're also a lot of other people who have learned about the event, who have learned about the cause, who have gotten involved over the years because they believe in what we're doing. And it's thanks to everyone involved that we're able to do this.